I would like to see a lot more allotments and homegrown food, and perhaps people working together in cooperatives to grow food locally, but also the local agricultural industry really being set up to look after us and create food for us locally, perhaps not so bothered about export, and certainly us not being so reliant on stuff coming in.
So I think there's a few key things that I would have. One of them would be a fully self-sufficient food chain for the Isle of Man, and really investing and supporting our local economy.
I have allotments. My allotment has never looked so fantastic. It is bursting with vegetables, and it also made me think about, whilst this is something I do alongside working and all the busy stuff that you do, the shopping and all that nonsense, I have been saying for a few years, I want to make it pay. I want it to sustain me, you know, and moving forward for the future. And I'm kind of like, I am going to make this be as self-sufficient as possible.
The production of food and the use and so eating and growing your own food and eating your own food and everything that goes into that whole journey of planting a seed and then being able to put it on your plate, I think is a really great one.
For me, it'd be better if we didn't actually get meat from a supermarket and everyone went out and hunted their own meat, because then they would understand the connection. I don't eat a huge amount of meat myself, but I think it's nice if you can get it locally.
I think what has happened during lockdown is that people have been using local resources much more, and I think I don't care if the milk that Tesco imports from somewhere else is cheaper. We must buy local milk.
You know, really get up our game in terms of supporting local fishermen, farmers. I think there's such great produce here, and yet it's become just too easy to go and buy stuff that's imported.
And I think we need to stop eating green beans that come from Africa, you know, when we can grow green beans on the Isle of Man.
I think the buying local is a no-brainer in that regard. We can reduce our the miles, food miles that we're travelling, reduce the carbon emissions.
On an island as well, if you're eating meat, eating the meat that's farmed on the island is so important.
You know, that's why we need to rethink. We need to help the agricultural industry to become more environmentally friendly by choosing more carefully what we buy, choosing foods that come from sustainable sources, don't come from the other side of the world, that are farmed in sustainable ways, but also growing more of our own.
We would have low food miles. People would appreciate the value of locally produced produce. Our farmers would, farming would become one of the cornerstones of our economy again.